everyone. We are going to be working on an interesting activity using the RoboSim virtual environment. Let's click on training, the training interface, select teaching and training, then a blank space. All right. So this is our simulation environment. Click on build robots. All right. Let's load the robots we created in our last class. All right. Click on programming. So this introduces us to a coding environment. We run our codes here, we program codes here and run it. We go to our simulation environments where the codes run and take place. All right. So the first block we are bringing out is the RCU task 1. This white area is our workstation. These are our block of codes. We have the motto, block code, sensor, AI, play, etc. RCU task 1. This block simply means when the robot starts running, begin with this program. This is the first task. That is, this is the main program that the robot control unit will execute. The robot control unit is known as the brain or the controller of the robot. Alright? Remember I said in the last class that a controller can be defined as the robot's brain. We're going to select on variables. Click on make a variable. A variable is a container. A variable can be described as a container that holds or contains information. You can store values in a variable. All right. Let's set our variable to speed. You can use any word to store your variable, right? For this example, we are going to use speed. So we have created our variable. Set speed to bring out this block and snip it under the RCU task 1 block. Let's set it manually using our keyboard, type 60. Alright, so this means that the variable speed has a value of 60. Next, we go to our motor palette and select our set motor M1 speed. Alright, our motors, we have two motors, M1 and M2. We're going to select set motor M1 speed again, snip it under it. From the drop down menu, select M2. So this refers to our second motor. And we are going to set the speed. Remember, we created a variable speed. We are going to set the speed to the variable that we have created. All right. Remember, from our screen, we can take a look at the screen. Our variable is set to speed 60. So automatically, the set motor M1 speed is at 60 and set motor M2 speed is also at 60. So the robot moves forward. All right, let's go through our palettes and go to your sensor palette set color lamp. We're working on port 1. Port 1, and from the drop down menu, change to green. Alright. So this means that as the robot is moving forward, we want the LED lights to turn on green. Okay, we want the LED lights to turn on green. So now we are going to create a function. I take that again. We are going to create a function. So a function is defined as a set of instructions that you group together to perform a specific task. Alright? A function is a set of instructions that you group together to perform a specific task. So we go to this My Blocks palette and we create our own function. So this is a user-defined function. Select Make a Block. Let's give our function name to turn left. Turn left. So this function simply means that when this program runs, the robot should turn left. When this function runs, the robot should turn left, right? Then click on Add Number Argument. Alright? And let's change it to a variable called time. Okay? Alright, so we have created our function. I'm going to explain it. Remember, a function can be defined as a set of instructions that we group together to perform a specific task. Select on the motor palette, set M1 speed here, snip it under it. Then we also have to select for M2. Alright, from the drop down menu, select M2. M1, we set it manually to 0 and M2 to 50. So what this block means is that the left motor, which is M1, it stops, while the right motor, which is M2, moves. It causes the robot to turn to the left because the left motor is at 0. It doesn't have a speed value. So this causes the robot to turn to the left. Alright. Our control palette, and let's bring out our weight block. Select time here from the function that we created and place it into the wait seconds. Alright. This means that the turn lasts for however many seconds are passed as the time parameter. This is a variable. This is a parameter, right? Then we set a control block. Let's manually change it to 2. Alright. My blocks, a function, the function we created, and let's set this manually to 1.5. Alright. Then we go back to the function that we created. Let's take our motor palettes. You can also duplicate the block by right clicking on it and select duplicate. From the drop down menu, M2. What this means is that after turning, after turning to the left, both motors go back to equal speed, so the robot moves forward again. I'm going to take that again. After turning to the left, both motors, that is M1 and M2, go back to equal speed, so the robot moves forward again. We go to our sensor palette, set color lamp port 1 to color red. Color red means stop. So the summary of this whole program is that our robot, it starts moving forward at a speed of 60 with a green light. It starts moving forward at a speed of 60, right? 60, we created a variable called speed and we gave it the value of 60. And after 2 seconds, it turns left for 1.5 seconds. This is the function for turning left that we have created. All right. The function, it stops the left motor M1 and it runs the right motor M2. It waits for a few seconds, that is 1.5 seconds here, and it starts both motors at equal speed to move forward again. Let's go to our simulation environment. All right. We can see the robot. I'm going to zoom on it. Going to zoom on it. When we click on play, and we can see the green light, our robot, the red. So click on stop. All right. So our task is over. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.